Hello everyone, and welcome to my UK Royal Family News channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Mysteries, feelings, and startling coalitions are crashing on Days of Our Lives in the August 9, 2023 episode of the Peacock Plus show. In this episode, Harris and Ava will discover some solace in one another. Polina will go rushing to aid with a major purge, and there will be a great deal of heartfelt purges. Further spoilers recommend that Chloe will likewise need to go with a major choice. What might this at any point be about? Continue to peruse to find out. Harris helps Ava. Ava's year has been not even close to smooth, and a respite is something she frantically needs. Her ongoing restriction is nowhere near charming. As she wrestles with the overwhelming errand of adjusting her considerations and recuperating from a long period of injuries that have appeared in her mind, apparently affected by her left child Charlie. Maybe Harris could give a directing light through this trial in the impending episode of Days of Our Lives. Harris ends up no doubt having some issues, battling with the unavoidable impact of Dr. Rolf's molding at the forefront of his thoughts. Like Ava, he hungers for the sidekick battle of doubting one's own considerations. While this probably won't be the most ideal climate to produce a union, it absolutely isn't the most terrible, all things considered. Their common encounters may very well cultivate a novel bond, offering comfort to them both. Polina's supplication and heartfelt purges. In Salem, the impending episode of Days of Our Lives on Wednesday, August 9, unfurls with Polina Cost making an extraordinary supplication to Abe Carver, with Clint Rawlings focusing on Channel Dupree and causing the bread shop's conclusion. Polina desires Abe to expect the mayoral job by and by. In the midst of Polina's enthusiastic supplication, Channel thinks of herself as genuinely broke. Flashes fly as Johnny Demura ventures into the image, asking about Channel's pain and inciting her to focus on her sentiments. By the by, Channel's expressions of warmth likewise stretch out to Talia Tracker, making way for a potential circle of drama. Johnny and Talia could find themselves competing for Channel's heart as pressures rise. In the meantime, Tripp coordinates a heartfelt night for Wendy, planning to deeply inspire her and make a vital encounter after a progression of misfortunes. The couple's longing briefly and a cozy night together remaining areas of strength for parts. Chloe pays attention to her heart. In another storyline, Brady Dark wrestles with a rush of testing feelings following Kristen Demura's obtaining of full care over Rachel Dark. This improvement leaves Brady addressing whether his penance of a future with Chloe path was to no end. Looking for comfort, Brady trusts in Chloe, and their communication finishes in an unforeseen kiss. Chloe, at present engaged with Xander Cook, faces an intersection as her affections for Brady reemerge. Will she end this unforeseen new development, given her obligation to Xander, or will the kiss revive her yearning for Brady? The unfurling show will uncover Chloe's decision. Get all the activity on Days of Our Lives, broadcasting on Peacock Plus all through the workdays. In the impending episode of August 8, 2023, Days of Our Lives fans are in for a roller coaster of feelings and startling turns. In this episode, Sean Brady, as he at last returns to work. Can he keep his work this time? Then, there will be some Abe-related battles, and some more show will come around at Bayview. What might occur there? Continue to peruse to find out. Sean is once again working. Sean Brady is set to get back to his obligations at the Salem PD, yet it's anything but a smooth ride for him. Culpability weighs vigorously on his inner voice as he faces the result of unexpectedly causing Rafe Hernandez's excusal. The shadow of unintentionally placing Bo Brady into a state of unconsciousness likewise poses a potential threat. Sean's suspension will at last be lifted, and he'll set out on another expert excursion. Be that as it may, assuming Sean winds up expecting the job of interval police chief, his subtle conflicts could increase. Abe keeps on babbling. In the interim, the adventure go on with Abe, whose cognitive decline presents difficulties for himself, as well as his friends and family. Kayla moves forward, entreating Abe to stretch out an expression of remorse to his dedicated spouse, Polina. Despite the fact that Abe's memories may be murky, a humane motion could patch a few broken spans. In the midst of Abe's afflictions, Channel wrestles with her bread kitchen's troubles. Attempting to recuperate from a past doping occurrence, her business remains in a critical state. Channel's flexibility is scrutinized as she wavers near the very edge of hopelessness. A good omen shows up not too far off, indicating potential help coming her direction. Strain at Bayview. Tuesday's episode unfurls with an unexpected visit to Bayview by Marlena Evans. The setting turns into an impetus for a surprising experience, where Ava Vitali encounters Harris Michaels. Ava's instinct sparkles, persuading her to think that she perceives Harris. In a whirlwind of allegations, Ava defies Harris, working up a tornado of feelings. Whether Ava's discernment is grounded as a general rule or a simple fantasy is not yet clear. Regardless of the disorder, an unexpected association blooms among Harris and Ava, making way for an interesting bond to develop. As the week advances, DOOL fans can anticipate a variety of sensational turns of events, with Ava's eruption surprising Harris. In the midst of the disturbance, their cooperations go off in a strange direction, making ready for a mind-boggling fellowship to flourish, and maybe significantly more. Remain tuned for refreshes as Ava's erratic conduct keeps on enthralling crowds. Days of Our Lives airs on Peacock Plus all non-weekend days. Could it truly be daytime in the event that couple continued joyfully without being wrecked by an unnecessary extra person? We surmise not. Days of Our Lives' youthful firearms, Stephanie, Alex, and Chad have proactively experienced this destiny two or multiple times previously. Yet it seems like history will rehash the same thing once more, as it generally does on dramas. It was just yesterday that Chad pursued the enormous choice of removing his ring to continue on with Stephanie. In any case, the not-so-distant future is beginning to look somewhat faint for Chad and Stephanie. Or, on the other hand, would it be a good idea for us we say it looks somewhat cleaned out? Can't help thinking about what we are referring to. Pass on right in to find out. Alex rests on Stephanie. Chad fights back. Beforehand, on Days of Our Lives, when Stephanie felt like Chad was as yet held tight, his departed spouse. Abigail. She pursued a tremendous choice. She chose to allow life an opportunity by dating Alex, who had been keen on her from the beginning. This was Alex's amazing chance to accompany his first love. Notwithstanding, his uncertainty and dread defeated him, and he messed up his opportunities to inadvertently take a valuable second from Stephanie with her mother. She then said a final farewell to him and drew near to Chad. He as well gained ground by at last choosing to continue on from Abigail on Days of Our Lives. Chad and Stephanie took their relationship to a higher level by moving in together. Sadly for Chad, Stephanie's past followed them to their new high-rise. Alex as well moved into a similar one subsequent to moving out of the Kyriakis chateau. This new living plan turned into a thistle close by, as Alex began to invest more energy with Stephanie. He even began to look for solace in his ex, subsequent to confronting a few frustrations. Chad obviously began to fight back to it. First by venting to his companion Theo. Furthermore, later by accomplishing something that Stephanie could never represent. Stephanie and Chad have a confrontation. Is this the end? Days of Our Lives spoilers bother that in the impending episodes, Stephanie will attempt to bait Yuri back to Salem for a gathering. Maybe she will be attempting to assist Alex with scoring an arrangement for Essential Dark. However, when Chad learns about Yuri, he will attempt to take him back to Titan, which could turn into a danger to Alex's arrangements. Yet this won't be the main move Chad makes despite Stephanie's good faith. He will likewise give Alex an admonition to avoid his better half. Appears as though Chad will not have the option to endure this maturing closeness between the ex-sweethearts. At last, both the news updates will arrive at Stephanie's ears, and she will be furious on Days of Our Lives. She will defy Chad, and their contention will thoroughly go crazy. to such an extent that she will sprinkle the items in her glass all over, leaving him totally shocked. How might he respond after this? Will this be a reminder for Chad to dilute his desirous side and trust Stephanie and his relationship? Or, on the other hand, will things simply start to winding downwards from here? By driving Stephanie into Alex's circle. What is your take? Let us know in the remarks. Thanks for watching if you liked this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.